So today's topic would be time and work, and as the name suggests, time and work, we'll be talking about time taken to complete a specific work or a task. Okay, in simple language we can say, out here we are going to talk about the time which is taken to cover a simple activity or a work or a task or something, right? So this is the definition of time. Time is the duration during which any activity or work happens or continues. So mainly in time we are talking about how much time we are consuming to cover a particular work, to how much time have I taken to complete a work. And if you talk about work will be our main parameter, or you can say it is a reference with which I'll be comparing two or three people. Suppose I say there is A and B. Now if I want to tell who works better or who does work better, in that case you have to compare them, but you cannot compare them on any kind of parameters, right? We have to compare them on the basis of some parameter, and that particular parameter is your work. Okay, so we'll be seeing who does this particular work better on the basis of this particular work given to them. Okay, for example, suppose A takes 10 days to complete this work and B takes 15 days to complete this particular work. So that means your A works better than B, because in this chapter whoever consumes less number of days or less time or less duration, he is considered to be better as compared to the other person, because by the time B completes the work, A already has completed the work. Yes, so that is why we need this particular time to compare them on the basis of what? On the basis of work. But just by seeing the time, you cannot judge them on the basis of work only. What we need is, we need exactly how good they are. And if you want to know how good they are, you need to understand one more term in this chapter, and that term is known as your efficiency. Okay, so what is efficiency? Simple terms, efficiency means what? It means that how much work can a person do in a single day. Got it? That is efficiency. Okay, now we cannot compare everyone on the basis of the time taken. No. What we compare with, the term with which we have to compare is the term efficiency. We want to see the efficiency. Who is more efficient? Who is more efficient? This is what we want to see. So that is why we get to know this particular term of efficiency. Now in this case, I can see that A is taking less days as compared to B. So I would say A would be more efficient than B. A is more efficient than B. So even if we calculate later on the wages, okay, you'll see time and wages as well. So in wages also, when we calculate wages, we always consider efficiency into consideration, not the time taken. Okay, we'll always consider the efficiency. So efficiency is very, very important for us, and these three are interrelated to each other. How are they related? So they are related in this way, that you can write work is equal to time into efficiency. Okay, this is the relation between work, time and efficiency. Simple understanding. What will be the work? So the work will be the efficiency with which I am working and the time I have consumed to complete this entire work. So time into efficiency is your work. Okay, but in examination they will not ask you to find the work. Obviously what they'll ask you, they're always interested in finding the time taken, right? So if you want to find the time taken, you take efficiency that side. In that way you can say the time taken would be work divided by the efficiency. Work divided by the efficiency. Okay, and whoever's efficiency, whoever time we want to find, will put that person's efficiency out here. Got it? And also, as I said before, the reference point is your work. The reference point is my work, so we'll always compare any person on the basis of how much work they can do. Okay? Now these are a few examples they have given. If a person can do a work in X days, then a person's 1 day work is 1 by X. Okay. So this particular thing is a bit confusing. So what I'll do is, I'll explain you with an example. Okay. Suppose I say there is a work W. There is a work W. Okay. And this W work is going to be completed by a person whose name is A, suppose. Right. And A consumes how many days? A consumes, suppose, 15 days to complete this work W. So W is the entire work that I want this particular A person to complete. And how much time does he take? He takes 15 days to complete this entire work. 15 days has been taken to complete this entire work. So if I want to find his 1 day work, what you'll do, you'll take this 15 that side, right? And that way you'll be getting W divided by 15. So this W by 15 is what? His 1 day's work. His 1 day's work is equivalent to W by 15. So this is what is given out here. If a person can do a work means they are saying one work. That's why you're writing 1 out here. Okay, 1 work in X days. We don't know how many days is there. Then the person's 1 day work will be what? You'll take this X that side. See, here also I've shown 15 you take there, you get W by 15. So here you'll be getting 1 by X. Okay, this is how you get the answer. Okay, and if a person's 1 day work is 1 by N, then the person's complete work would be N days. Simple, vice versa. You take 15 there. So this W work will be completed in 15 days. This is what is given. So this is not that important. Mainly we utilize this particular concept if we want to solve the question with basics. But we are not going to use basic to solve the question. We are going to use a very good approach which will solve this type of questions very quickly. Okay? Okay, fine. Let's move ahead. So concept of efficiency. So efficiency and time are inversely proportional. Very simple. We remember the formula? Yes. What is the formula? Work is equal to time into efficiency. Okay. So if I remove this work, if I take the time that side, you will notice that you can add 1 by time is equal to efficiency. Yes, for now I am removing this work. So you can notice that your time and efficiency are inversely proportional. Why inversely proportional? Because time is below and efficiency is the top. So what happens out here is, the more you are efficient, the less time you take. This is how inverse relation works. Okay, if you increase this side, the other side will decrease. If you increase that side, the other side will decrease as well. Okay, this is how your relations are being formed. Okay, so efficiency and time are inversely proportional. So the more you are efficient, the less time you take, and the more time you take, the less you are efficient. Okay, next. Okay, now this is an example of efficiency. I've already explained it to you what is an efficiency. Okay, so a person who is more efficient, he will consume less number of days. I've explained it to you, and mainly this efficiency comes on the basis of the work that we are doing. Okay, now I want you to directly look at an example. We'll solve a question and understand how to solve these type of questions. So how are the questions being framed? See here, this is the very first question. Okay, similar type questions has been asked in your MPSC LDA examination 2-3 times. So it's very simple. Okay, see what's given out here. It is given that A can do a work in 20 days. Okay, there is a person, I'm writing all the conditions first, whatever is given. There is a person whose name is A, and he can do a piece of work in 20 days. Yes. Okay, along with that we have B who can do the same work. So see, we are comparing them on the basis of the same work, right? So we have B, and this B can complete the same work in 25 days. Okay, then how many days will they take to complete the work if both works together? Suppose I ask them to work together, in how many days will the work be completed? That means I want A and B to work together. So in that case, many students, what they do is they do 20 plus 25, so 45 days. But do you think this makes sense? You would say no, right? How can two persons working together take more number of days? It's not possible, right? No, it's not possible. If A alone takes 20 days and B alone takes 25 days, then if they work together, obviously the number of days should be lesser, because they'll complete the work quick. So this is why we need to compare them on the basis of their efficiency. Got it? Why are we getting efficiency? Because of that. Just by seeing time, we won't be able to get the answer. That is why we want to get the efficiency. So there are two ways to solve this. First one is your basics, which I'm not going to do it because basics will waste your time. So I'm going to show you the exact approach which we are going to use for our examination, which is known as your LCM approach, right? Now see, it's the same thing. What we know that work is time into efficiency. So as work is time into efficiency, what do I have out here? We have time. 20 days is the time given to us. So always keep one thing in your mind. We need efficiency and work. We need efficiency and work. We need efficiency and work. Always keep this thing in your mind. Now, in this world, you can take any number, whatever you feel like, you can take the number that you want. But what we are going to do, we are going to do a smart work. Smart work is we are going to take such a number which would be divisible by both of these numbers. It will be very easy to calculate, and that would be the LCM of these two numbers. Okay, so we are going to take the total work to be the LCM of these two numbers. Always in any question, always the total work will be the LCM of these two numbers. So let's get the LCM. 20 and 25 LCM would be 100. Yes, so I'm writing 100 out here. Okay, so these number of days together will do this many work. So A has to do 100 work and B has to do 100 work, and both of them are completing this particular work in 20 and 25 days respectively. So what will be the efficiency? So in order to get efficiency, it's quite simple. You have to think, what will I multiply in 20 to get 100? So you would say, sir, if I multiply 5 to 20, I'll be getting 100. 5 into 20 is 100. And similarly out here, if I multiply 4, I'll be getting 100 because 25 into 4 is 100. Okay, or if you want, you can use this also, like this. You do LCM 20 and 25, you can do it, no worries in that. You can get the same answer. Okay, 100 is the LCM, and in this, if I multiply 5 in 20, I'll be getting 100, and if I multiply 4 in 25, I'll be getting 100. Got it? Now we have got everything. See, we have efficiency of A and B, and we have work. So what do we want? We want both of them to work together. So we want to get the time taken by A and B together to complete a work. Now, what is the work that they have to complete? Now, this is the same work, right? This work when A was doing alone, he took 20 days. This work when B was doing alone, he took 25 days. Now, both of them will work together to complete this 100 work, right? So now the total work will still remain 100 only, 100. But just the catch is that now A and B both are working. So before, if A was working, then I would have put A's efficiency out here. B was working, then I would have put B's efficiency out here. But now currently A and B are working together, so I have to take both of their efficiencies, right? Because in one day, A will also work, B will also work. That means total efficiency would be how much? 5 plus 4 would be 9. That means they'll be working with an efficiency of 9. So out here, you'll divide by 9. And why did we do this? Because time is what? Time is work divided by efficiency. Simple. Easy. Okay, concept. So if we solve this, how much will we be getting? We'll be getting this in 1 by 9 days. And always, if you look in time and work chapter questions, you'll be looking at the answers in terms of mixed fractions always. Always your answers will come in mixed fractions only. Okay, so this I have taught you how to convert in mixed fraction. Is it clear? Can I get C quickly? This question is clear, concept is clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. If it's clear, just type down C. Okay, perfect. So always remember like a step. What? We have time. So what do we need? We need efficiency and we need work. That's it. As simple as that. Okay, and whoever is working, you need to consider their efficiencies. Suppose A is working, then just put A's efficiency out here. See, if you put 5 out here, you'll be getting 20 days, right? See, 20 days is matching. If you put 4 out here, you'll be getting 25 days, right? See, 25 days is matching. But now A and B are working together, so both of their efficiency will be utilized. So A's efficiency is 5, B is 4, so 5 plus 4 is 9. In that case, they will be requiring 1 by 9 days to complete the work. Okay? Very good. Okay, sometimes they give you like this also. And why are we utilizing LCM method? Because they give you a question like this. So out here, if you memorize the formula, it will not help you. There is a formula also for 2 days, which I will give you, don't worry. In exam, if you see 2 person working, in that case you can utilize that formula. You will get answers very quickly. But we are studying to LCM method because if the question changes, we have to change our approach. And in LCM method, you don't have to do that. You can utilize the same method to solve any question. Like see this one. Out here, what's happening? There are 3 persons who are working. See, A, B, and C. Okay, and they can work in 10, 20, 30 days. So I'm writing down whatever is given first. So they have given me that A is working for 10 days, B is working for 20 days and C is working for 30 days. So we have time, right, my friends? Yes. What do we need? We need efficiency and we need work. Always keep this thing in your mind, right? So you can get the work, right? What is the work? LCM of any number, LCM of these three numbers. Let's get the LCM. Let's get the LCM of these numbers. How much are you getting? 10, 20, 30 LCM would be 60. Yes, 60. Okay. Now we just have to think what I should multiply in these numbers to get this particular number. For example, what I'll multiply in 10 to get 6, you would say 60, you will get 6. So 10, 6 are 60. Simple. Similarly, what I should multiply in 20 to get 60, you would say 3. 3 into 20 is 60. What should I multiply in 30 to get 60, you would say 2. 2 into 30 is 60. Yes. So we have got this efficiencies. Now what I want them all. Okay, how many days will they take to complete the work? If all of them works together. Now I want all of them to work together. So it's easy, right? What do? We write down time taken by A, B and C will be how much? You would say total work. Now the same work will be done by three of them together. So 60 work will be done by all of them. So we'll just take the efficiency of all of them. How much it's come? How much is it coming? 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. Yes, so they'll be working with an efficiency of 11. In that case, if I convert this into mixed fraction, I'll be getting 5 by 11 days. This is your answer. Okay, I'm sure you're finding it very easy now. Easy, right? So in your previous year MPSC LDA, they gave a question like this one. 2-3 times it came. You can check once. Okay, if I'll have time, I'll show you also. Okay, so this is how you do it when number of days and if number of days is given, and from there you have to calculate the total number of days taken by all of them if they work together. Right, but as I told you before, there's a formula also which you can utilize when 2 persons are there. So that formula also I want to give it to you. So just see here. Like in this example, in exam, if you don't do this also, it's fine. You can directly remember one thing. What? Whenever I say 2 persons, suppose A is taking 20 days, B is taking 25 days, and I want them to work together, then in how many days will they complete the work? In that case, what you will have to do is, in order to get the time taken by A and B, together, what you will do is, first thing, you multiply the number of days at the numerator. Okay, always multiply the numbers and put in the numerator. So I'll put 20 into 25. Okay, and then at the denominator, same number, you have to add them up. Here it is multiply, at the below you have to add, right? So this would be 20 plus 25. That's it. This is it. You'll get the answer. I'll show you. See here. Do not multiply these two numbers, because when I add them up, a number which will come will obviously cancel any one of them. So leave it as it is. Our calculation is simple. We have to do like that. So 20 into 25. This would be divided by 20 plus 25 would be 45. Okay. Now let's cancel them. 5 9s are 45. 5 4s are 20. So 4 into 25 is 100 divided by 9. See, you're getting the same answer, right? 100 by 9, which is your 11 1 by 9 days. So you can use this particular trick when there are 2 persons. Okay, but this trick will not work when there are 3 persons. So in 3 persons, do not do like this. Multiply 3 numbers, then add 3 numbers. No, it's not like that. Okay, the formula is a bit different. So that is why I ask you to rely on LCM method. This is more efficient because they'll change the question. You'll see later on different type of questions will be coming. In that case, we cannot memorize all the formulas, right? But when 2 persons are given, then you can utilize this because it's very simple. At the top, you multiply the numbers, and at the bottom, just add them up and just solve them. You'll get the answer. Okay, so this is your trick when 2 persons are given, right? Now sometimes they give you a tricky question like this also. See, this is interesting question, right? Now see out here, we cannot utilize the formula that I have given you. So here we need to solve by LCM approach. Okay, see what's given. Mohan and Sohan can do a piece of work in 20 days. So what they have given is that Mohan and Sohan together, okay, can do a work in 10 days, and Mohan alone can do it in 14 days. Understood what's given? So I'll write down what's given. First things first, out here they have given that Mohan and Sohan can do a piece of work in 10 days. Right, this is what is given. Mohan and Sohan means Mohan along with Sohan. And on the second stage they have given Mohan alone can do the work in 14 days. Now how many days can Sohan alone do it? That means I want to get Sohan's time. How much time will Sohan takes? How much time does Sohan takes if he works alone? This is what I want to get. Okay, so simple logic. See, always you have to understand the roadmap of solving the question. You should know what we have to find and what are the ways with which we can get that. For example, if I want the time taken by Sohan, what do I need? I'll need the total work first because it is work by efficiency, and I'll be needing efficiency of Sohan. Now look, what do we have? Do we have work? No sir. Do we have efficiency of Sohan? No sir. So these are two things that I need to find first, and then only I can get the answer. Right? So we have here time. We need to get efficiency and we need work to solve it. Now in order to get work, is the same concept, we'll utilize the LCM method. LCM of 10 and 14 would be 70. Yes, LCM of 10 and 14 is going to be 70. So in 10 what I should multiply to get 70? You would say in 10 multiply 7 and you will be getting 70. And at 14 what I should multiply to get 70? At 14 I'll multiply 5 to get 70. Okay, we have got the efficiency. Now this is not the individual efficiency. Individual efficiency we know is only of Mohan. I don't know the efficiency of Sohan. So we need to get Sohan's efficiency. So we are utilizing the simple equation concept out here. That we can say, sir, we are talking about efficiency. So efficiency terms, Mohan and Sohan's efficiency is how much? It is 7. Right? Mohan and Sohan's efficiency is 7. And Mohan alone, his alone efficiency is 5. Now we can equate this, right? I can put this 5 out here and I can solve. I'll be getting Sohan's efficiency. So 5 plus S is equal to 7. We take this 5 that side, so this 5 becomes negative. So Sohan efficiency comes out to be how much? 7 minus 5 would be 2. Now as I've got Sohan's efficiency, my friend, we can get the time taken by Sohan. Yes? So it's very simple. Okay, it's like a roadmap you have to make in your mind. That from here I have to go there, and from there I have to go here, and so on. So now time taken by Sohan will be how much? How much work do we have to do? We have the work. See, 70 work we want to do it. Put 70 out here. Divided by efficiency of Sohan. How much did we get, my friend? We've got 2 as the efficiency of Sohan. Remember this efficiency. Okay, don't write 2 days. Be very careful. 2 is the efficiency of Sohan. So we'll put Sohan's efficiency at the bottom. That's it. This is your answer. And that way if you cancel this, you'll be getting 35 days. That means if Sohan works alone, he'll require 35 days to complete this particular task. I hope it's clear. GT. Please type down GT if it's clear. Quickly. GT. And if anyone has any doubt, you can surely ask me. I'm here to help you. Got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Right? So, to make complicated, they utilize this thing. One question is there in your previous year paper. There's also a good question. I cannot show you that question here, but I remember the question, so let me write it down for you. Okay, there also they have utilized a good concept based question, so I'll write it down the question here for you. I remember a bit that particular question. right? Let's see. So see, the question was, I think it's from LDA 2023 paper, you can check, okay, you can go and check. There was a girl whose name was Sakshi, okay. She can complete a work in 20 days. She can complete a work in 20 days. Okay, and along with her, her friend is there. I forgot the name of that particular friend, but I'm taking a random name. But the question is exactly same which I've given out here. Suppose her name is Nandi. Okay, her friend Nandi is along with her. She wants to work. Okay, and what they have given is, they have not given the number of days taken by Nandi. What they said is Nandi is 25% more efficient than Sakshi. This is what they have given. Okay, Nandi is 25% more efficient than Sakshi. In that case, they want you to get Nandi's time taken. Nandi's time. That means how many days will Nandi take to complete this particular work, right? So now this is known as your reverse engineering. We have to go reverse, ulta jana, right? How to do it? Let's do it. So the first thing is, see, we have time out here of Sakshi. What do we need? We need efficiency and we need work. Okay, smart work. Okay. Now the thing is, what did we do? Out here we don't know the number of days taken by Nandi. So we cannot take LCM of any number. So what we'll do is, in order to make our calculation easy, I want to make my calculation easy. So what am I going to do is, I am going to assume the efficiency myself. Okay, I am going to assume the efficiency myself, so that the calculation becomes very, very easy for me. Okay, so if I take the efficiency, I must take such a number which will make my calculation easier. Which would make my calculation easier. For example, if I take suppose 12, let me take 12. Okay, in that case, what will be the total work? We know that work is time into efficiency. Yes, so out here my work would be 20 into 12 would be 240. So 240 will be the total work. And why did I take 12? You'll understand now. Because I want to get 25% of 12, right? If I take 12, 25% of 12 will be very easy for me. Now 25% means what? We have learned in percentage chapter, 25% means 1 by 4. So I want to get 12. This is the efficiency. Okay, this is the efficiency. This 12's 25% I want to get. So 25% means 1 by 4. If I do 1 by 4, see, this thing cancels out and I am getting 3. That is why I am taking 12 out here. If you take 10, you will be getting the answer in decimal, which I do not want. That's why I took 12 out here. So that if I take 25% of 12, I will be getting 3. Now I said that Nandi is 25% more efficient. That means if Sakshi is 12, then Nandi would be 25% more, means in 12 you have to add these 3. This is the 25% of 12. So this you have to add here, that means 15. Got it? How we got the efficiency of Nandi? Because Nandi is 25% more efficient than Sakshi. So that is why in 12 I am adding this 3. And 3, how did we get? This 3 we have got because we calculated 12's 25% out here. Okay, 25% out here is this one. And I said more, that's why I added. If I just said that Nandi is 25% of Sakshi, in that case I would have taken 3 out here. But I said 25% efficient, more. So I have to add. We have learned this in percentage comparison, remember? Now as I've got efficiency, I get work, I can get the number of days. Easy. Okay. What will be the time? So time taken will be work by efficiency. How much work she has to do now? So Nandi will be doing 240 work now. 240 work with how much efficiency? With 15 efficiency. Just put 15 out here and solve this, you'll be getting the answer. Let's cancel with 3. 3 5s are 15. 3 into 80 is 240. 5 into 16 is 80. That means Nandi will complete this work in 16 days. Very simple. Okay. Don't worry so much. It's quite easy. I hope you got the idea. This is how you do it. Okay. This is how you do it. That is why I am asking you to rely on this particular method because they changed the question like this. Okay, if you check, I think this was exactly from 2023 LDA paper. And this name is different. Sakshi is fixed. Okay, instead of Nandi there was someone else, but I just took, you should just understand the question. So it was given 25% more, and that's how you do it. Okay, next part. Now next exact same question which we are going to do now came in your LD examination, so you should know how to do it. Okay, let's see. This one, exact similar question you'll be able to see in your previous year paper of LDA. See what's given out here. A and B can do a work in 12 days, right? So a bit tricky question, but very simple. You just have to see the pattern of solving this particular question and keep it in your brain. Okay, when you see such question, you solve like that. It will be very easy for you. Okay, so see what's given is A and B can do a piece of work in 12 days. So when I make A and B work together, they complete the task in 12 days. They complete the task in 12 days. Similarly, if I make B and C work together, they complete the same work in how many days? In 15 days. In 15 days. And if I make C and A work together, C and A, then they can do the same work in 20 days. Okay, this thing is given in the question. Now what they want us to find the time in which A, B and C can finish the work working together. If I want A, B and C to work together, in how many days will they complete the work? So we are expert now. We know in order to get time taken by A, B and C, we need the work and we need the efficiency of A, B and C. Yes, you're expert now. So let's get the efficiency first. So they have given us time. We want efficiency and we want work. Let's do it. Let's get the work first. What will be the work? The LCM of these numbers. Let's get the LCM of these numbers. How much are we getting? Out here the LCM would be 60. LCM is going to be 60. Yes. So in 12 what I should multiply to get 60? You would say in 12 multiply 5 and we'll get 60. Yes. In 15 what I'll multiply to get 60? In 15 you multiply 4. 15 4s is 60. And in 20 what I'll multiply to get 60? In 20 I'll multiply 3 to get 60. So we have got the efficiency. Now see my friend, the thing is out here this is not the individual efficiency of A, B and C. This efficiency is for A and B. This efficiency is for B and C. This efficiency is for C and A. But we have to get individual efficiency of this. Okay, not individual, I mean A, B and C's efficiency. So in order to do that, remember this step of what am I doing. Whenever you get such question, what you'll do is you just add them up. Okay. Now if I add all this side, what you'll notice is I'm writing here. You should not do it like this. I'll just explain. That's why I'm doing it. So you'll notice that I'll write A plus B. Then again B plus C is going to come here. So plus B plus C. Plus again C plus A is coming out here. So plus of C plus A. So if you notice, you can see 2 A's coming together plus 2 B's coming together plus 2 C coming together. So if you take this 2 common from them, you will be left out with A plus B plus C. Yes. So this thing you don't write in your examination. This thing should be done out here. Okay. Out here you will just write like this. A 2A, B 2B, C 2C. So take 2 common. So you can write 2 of A plus B plus C is equal to what? You take the efficiency sum because we want the efficiency, right? In order to get the time taken by A, B and C, what do we need? We need the total work, which we already have it. Along with that, we need the efficiency of whom? Of A, B and C together, right? And this is the reason why we are calculating the efficiency out here. So if you get the efficiency, 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 3 is 12. Out here we are getting 12. Out here we have got 12. So if you take this to that side, if I take this to that side, you'll notice this becomes A plus B plus of C equal to 12 divided by 2 would be 6. Now see my friend, this A plus B plus C 6 that we have got, this is the efficiency of A, B and C combined together. This is the efficiency. Be careful, okay? This is the efficiency, not the time. Someday you might end up writing 6 days. No, be careful. This is the efficiency. So as we got efficiency, we can get the time now. Yes. So time taken by A, B, and C together will be what? We can write time taken by A, B, and C will be how much? Total work, how much we are doing? Now 60 work will be done by all of them. So 60 work is done by whom? A, B, and C. How much is A, B, and C? A, B, and C efficiency is 6. So divide by 6. That means you'll be getting 10 days. Okay, clear? Can I get C? Type down C if it's clear. This part is just a rough work. Okay, this part is just a rough work. For which? For this part that we have writing out here. Okay, this part has come from this part. Kindly type down C so that I'll show you another thing which can be done in this particular question. I mean, in your LDA, they asked exact same question, but they did not ask the time taken by A, B, and C together. What they asked was time taken by only A or B or C. So how to do that? That's also very simple. I'll just show for one, you can do it for the others. Okay, see. In some cases, they might ask you, in the same question, they might ask you, find the time taken by A alone. Suppose A alone. A alone working, how much time will A take if he works alone? In that case, what do we need? Concept is same. What do we need? If I want to find time taken by A, we need the total work which A has to do along with his efficiency of A. So we want efficiency of A, which we do not have currently, so we have to get that. So from how you will get it? So utilize this particular equation. Okay, this is like a gold for you, gold. So I'm writing it number 1. So from 1, what do we get is, we can write A plus B plus C is equal to 6. Now if I want to get A's efficiency, I'll substitute B and C by B and C's efficiency. What is B, C's efficiency? C? B and C's efficiency is 4, my friend. So just put 4 out here. So you can write A plus, instead of B plus C, you can write 4, and this would be equivalent to 6. Okay. So as I've got A's efficiency now, 4 goes there. We got A's efficiency as what? 6 minus 4 would be 2. I've got A's efficiency. Now I can get the time taken by A alone. So time taken by A alone will be what? You would say total work is how much? So total work is 60. 60. This work is done by whom? This work is done by A with efficiency of 2. So 2. That means A is going to take how many days? 30 days. 30 days. Similarly, if I ask you B alone, then you can get B's efficiency. To get B, you put A and C, right? Similarly, if I say C alone, to get C, we'll put A and B. That's it, simple. So this exact same question was asked in your LD examination. I mean, not the numbers might be different, but the concept is same. They gave you this 3, okay? But they did not ask you to get the time taken by A, B, and C together. They did not ask you that. They asked you time taken by, I think, C alone or B alone they have given. You can check the previous paper. So that's why I thought I'll show you, right? In that case, you can find for B, you can find for C also, right? So this is the entire roadmap to solve. It's very simple, right? Not that difficult. But this step, always remember, do not do in an examination, do it here. Always when you add, you can notice there are 2 A's, 2 B, 2 C. So entirely I'll be getting 2A, 2B, 2C. So take 2 common. So 2 common, A plus B plus C. In that case, you can write this part directly, because you want to save time, right? So skipping this small part also will save a lot of time for you. Got it? Okay, done. Let's move to the next one. Okay, next one is MDH concept. We can say MDH concept. Exact concept based question was asked in your LDA examination. Okay, so let's understand what it is. It's very simple. It's actually formula based question, very simple, right? We don't have to utilize LCM or all. It's direct formula based question. Like in school days, we used to have formulas, right? In physics, our teacher used to say, don't think so much, just use this formula, just put the values here and get the answer. In the same manner, this also is like that. Okay, it's the same thing, but generally the motive of this particular concept is to compare two situations together, right? We can utilize LCM method to solve this particular question also, but LCM method would be very lengthy. That's why what we do is we equate them and we compare them, right? How to compare? Suppose out here M1, M2. What are these? These are number of men. Suppose in the first question I say 10 men were working. 10 men were working. 10 men were working. Okay. D is what? DIO, number of days taken. Number of days taken. When 10 men work, they complete the work in 30 days. Suppose 30 days. 30 days. And in real life, what happens is a man does not work for 24 hours. He cannot work for the entire day. He works hour wise, right? He might work for 6 hours, 8 hours. So that is why in this formula we incorporate time as well. Suppose he is working for 8 hours per day. 8 hours per day. That's why we have given here time as well, right? So 10 men can complete a work in 30 days when they work 8 hours per day. And suppose I say that the work that they have given is, let us take some kind of work, okay, whatever, like 100 work they have to do. 100 wall they have to paint. Suppose they painted 100 walls in this many days. So this is the first situation, right? You can see this is what? This is situation number 1. This is situation number 1. Now we'll compare this situation with the second situation. Now in second situation they will give like this. So in the same, if the same work is done by how many men now? Suppose I increase the men. Suppose now I give 40 men to do this particular work. 40 men to do this particular work, and I've given them time. 3 hours per day. 3 hours per day. Okay, because I incorporate more men, so they don't have to work 8 hours now, right? They work 3 hours a day. In that case, in how many days will the same work be completed? So out here we want to get the number of days too. So did you understand why this formula came? This formula came in order to compare the two situations. Okay, this is the first situation where I can say, sir, 10 men were working for 8 hours per day, and in that case they work for 30 days. They complete the work in 30 days and the work is 100. Now the same work will be done by 50 men, but currently they will be working for 3 hours only. In that case, in how many days will they complete the work? So such comparison are being solved by this particular concept of MDH concept. There is T, but sometimes you might see H, number of hours. Okay, so it's quite simple. Man, days, time and work, right? And this formula can be modified based on our requirement. For example, see, this is a question out here. Okay, you'll understand this better. Like, see, out here, what's given? 15 men working 12 hours per day can reap a field in 24 days. Okay, that means what they have given is, they have given you number of men, they have given you time, and they have given you days. So what do we have? We have the formula, right? What do we have? We have M1 D1 H1 divided by W1 equal to M2 D2 H2 divided by W2. Yes. So we have men given to us, day and hour given to us. Did we give work? Did they give us work? No, right? So you can remove work. That is why I said you can modify the formula. Sometimes they might give you only man and days. So just remove hours. Okay. So this is how you can modify the formula yourself. So out here we can remove the work because they have not mentioned anything. In short, they are asking us to do it for same work. Okay. So we can write, sir, 15 men are working. Okay. For how many days? 24 days. And how many hours? 12 hours. Done. This part is done. Is equal to. Now I want same thing to be done by 27 men now. I've increased the number of men, 27 men. Now 27 men are working. How many days will they take if I make them work for 10 hours per day? Just put 10 out here. Simple. Okay, just use this formula and do it. You'll get the answer. So in order to get the number of days, you need to take 27 and 10 that side. If you take them that side, you have to divide them, right? So 15, and if you notice, I never multiply numbers beforehand, right? Because I know when I take these numbers out here, these numbers will cancel each other. Okay, and it is always easy to cancel smaller number as compared to the bigger number. That is why do not cancel the number at first. First take them and then you cancel, and then whatever is left out, you multiply them. Let's cancel the numbers now. I can cancel this. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 2 6s are 12, 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, and 3 8s are 24. Okay, so what is left out? Only 8 and 2 is left out. Everything else has been cancelled out. So number of days taken would be how much? 8 into 2 would be 16 days. So how many days will they take to complete, my friend? They'll take only 16 days to complete. And obviously see, it makes sense, right? Because you're taking more number of men and you are making them work for 10 hours. Before it was 12 hours and only 15 were working. But now 27 people are working in 10 hours a day. That's why only in 16 days your work will be completed. So this particular concept can be utilized in real life also. If you are someone in future, after you get a job, right, you'll be doing saving, you want to make a house. In that case, you'll have people work for you. You need to know these calculations. Yes, 16 days, correct. Good. I'm sure it's clear. Okay, my friend. Can I get GT quickly? GT, fast. GT from everyone. Okay, very good, very good. So I'm going a bit slow because this chapter is somewhat important for us. Okay. So I think we should wrap up today's session here. Yes, let's wrap up today's session out here because I have another class aligned for me after this class. I'm sure I think it's for not for you, I guess, whatever. If it's for you, then join in 5 minutes. If not for you, then we'll meet in the evening hours today. Okay. So see, we have some more concept left. Let me give you the idea of what are the concepts left for us now. We have to cover these concepts as well because I have seen questions coming from these concepts. So the first concept that we have to cover is, till now we have covered 2% working, 3% working, a combined person working concept. Along with that MDH concept we have learned. Now we are left out with betrayal concept, and then number 2, alternate days concept. This also has been asked in your examination, alternate concept. And I haven't seen destroyer concept in SSC and all. You have destroyer concept as well, alternate concept, betrayal concept. Yeah, these are 2 concepts that is left out, so we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, it'll take round about 30 minutes for us. So we'll cover these concepts and then we'll move to a new topic. But I'll provide the PDF to you guys. You make sure to solve the remaining questions. Okay, means similar type questions, whatever is in the PDF, try to solve them. And then betrayal concept and alternate concept I'll explain you tomorrow. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you enjoyed the class, then make sure to give a 5-star, and I'll see you in a while. So keep studying and make sure to practice. Okay, we don't have that much days left, so you have to be very much serious. So practice properly and join for the next class. Chalo, thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you all. Bye bye. Thank you.